everyone, Brian here, and I thought I'd kind of give you a little bit of a review on tonight's Raw. Well, considering if you're looking at the time right now, which is recently tonight, or yesterday's, whatever you want to call it. And I want to talk about some of the things about this 3-for-all. Now, I like the idea that, they had all the titles on the line, mostly all the major championships, basically giving all the champions a spotlight. But it's obvious by doing so that what WWE is trying is to get back into ratings. They realize that they're kind of falling behind now. That even though Raw's on Monday nights, they're falling behind. They need to go back to that time when you didn't know what to expect. Well, I can definitely say none of us expected Donald Trump on there tonight. Now, we all know that Donald Trump buying and owning Monday Night Raw is all part of a storyline or something they're going with. I don't know exactly what they're going to do with this. I mean, Donald Trump basically is now responsible for the commercial-free Raw that we're getting next week. And he's responsible for giving us, as Michael Cole and Jerry the King Lawler said at the end, a pay-per-view main event caliber match next week for free as well, which is a last man standing match between Randy Orton and Triple H. My guess is Donald Trump will either be brought in and be a surprise heel that will allow Randy Orton to have complete control, or he's going to come in and basically set things right and make guys like Randy and Cody and Ted and whoever else do the right thing. Now, I will admit maybe this is a good step in the right direction because they're trying to make Raw kind of like independent again, kind of make it like it used to be perhaps. But I think also what they're trying to do is go back into that kind of 80s, early 90s deal where the good guys are always beating up on the bad guys and you always have a good guy person in charge that makes sure things are done the right way. I'm not saying that they're going to go in that direction, but it seems that way. Now, if Randy Orton does lose tomorrow, not tomorrow night, but next week on Raw, that just tells me maybe they're going to go in that direction. Because here's the way I look at it. This is the way I look at it storyline-wise. Donald Trump is going to come in, and one of the first things I know he's going to do next week, well, I feel he might do, I'm not saying I know he's going to do, but I feel he might do, is he might tell Legacy that if Cody Rhodes and Ted interfere in the last man standing match, even though a last man standing match is anything goes, no disqualification, no countout, that they would probably lose their jobs or they'll lose their title match at the Bash. That's what I'm thinking could happen. Now, I'm pretty sure a lot of the heel wrestlers and divas on Raw might get affected by Donald Trump coming in. Take the example of The Miz. We all know that for the past month has always been shooting off his mouth on screen to John Cena and The Big Show. Mostly John Cena. I've got a feeling Miz is going to basically regret it next week or at the Bash when he gets put into a match against either Big Show or John Cena or both. That's what I think might happen. And then we have Maurice, who thinks she's better than everybody else. I got a feeling Donald Trump's going to confront her, basically maybe expose her for who she really is, and perhaps be the reason she loses the title to Mickie James. I'm not saying anything like that's going to happen, but maybe also WWE is going to try to follow what TNA's done. Remember when Jim Cornette came in? Jim Cornette basically started allowing a lot of the young wrestlers to get the main event spot. True, now they're back to the veterans and all that, but when he started, a lot of the younger guys got opportunities. So I wouldn't be surprised if with Donald Trump coming in, he might follow the same suit and say, say something like, or announce something like, that next week's main event, and probably the same main event that's going to happen at the Bash, is going to be the last 2 times we see Triple H and Randy Orton against each other, because now there's going to be some new fresh blood, fresh faces, young, hungry stars that are going to get these opportunities now, while you guys wait in the rings. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but who knows? I mean, the way WWE is going for the past 2 weeks with Raw has been very unpredictable, very surprising. Now, whoever Donald Trump does name as the general manager, who knows? Maybe he won't name one. But the storyline starting tonight with him buying Monday Night Raw, I believe is maybe it's a good shot in the right direction for WWE, but I also think something's really up. I mean, I think honestly, in reality-wise, maybe Vince wants to take some time away, kind of not do so much. Who knows? But I truly believe this whole Donald Trump thing is nothing but is probably just for the summer, because he's got The Apprentice coming up next fall. I mean, I don't think it's going to be that long. I think honestly it's just going to be for the summer, Maybe longer, but I think just for the summer. I think it's a summer deal. And maybe they're going to have something at the end where Vince wants Raw back and Donald Trump says, hey, I'll sell you it back, but you got to basically do what I've been doing. Give the fans what they want, not what you want. So, overall, I think it probably is a good move on WWE. Possibly. We'll find out in the next few weeks. But that's all I have to say. Overall, Raw was a good show. Great title matches. I like seeing Tommy Dreamer still remain champion. I think they're trying to do something with that. That's real good. I like the fact that the Chris Jericho Rey Mysterio thing's still going strong. They really know how to work together. I've got a feeling these two are going to meet each other at the Bash in a mask versus title match. I know that's the direction they're leaning towards. The World Championship match, definitely a great match overall. Definitely one of the best matches of the night. The Fatal 4-Way was short but sweet. It was okay, but not as good as the World Title match. Very good. And I like how, when it came to the World Title match, I like him doing the interview, CM Punk saying, hey, you know, I understand how the fans, basically saying he understands how the fans feel about what he did, but he's not here for a popularity contest, he's here to win. So I think what they're doing with CM Punk is basically putting him in the same role that John Cena's sometimes in now, where it depends on where you go, you get a mixed reaction. So overall, it was a good Raw. I liked it. Can't wait to see next week's commercial-free Raw, which means I'm going to be probably stuck in my room watching Raw all night, so who knows. But overall, very good show, and that's all I have to say. WWE's definitely going in the right direction, and that's all I have to say. And that's my Raw review. Peace.